Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. So today's one-a-day is everybody has a hungry heart. And I'll tell you something, when we come to this planet, we are only spirit. There's no hungry heart. And did you ever look at a baby? Until that baby walks and talks, it just shines and eludes what? Total self-love, okay? That baby thinks that it is the greatest thing that was ever created. You can feel the vibration come off. You can see that beautiful energy. But when we start to walk and talk, that starts to leave a little bit. And guess what? Did you ever notice something? For most people, by the time they walk and talk, they live with a hungry heart until the rest of their days. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the system and religion, I won't say all of it, but the system and religion teaches us that we're not to be self-serving. We're not to totally honor, totally respect, totally love ourselves. You know, love is a self-serve job, and I'll tell you why. If you don't do it that way, what's going to happen is you're going to be looking for your mother, your sister, your children, and everybody else to fill up your heart every day. What happens when you feel you're not loved? Well, it's like oxygen. You can't live without it. So what happens is you suffocate. So what we've been taught to do, okay, all right, is create the family curse. And the family curse is that when we're raising children or anybody else around us, I'll give you some love, you give me some love. Well, what if that person's not there to give me that love that I get? So if we take everything in the world, you know, this person fills my heart up 10%, this one 30%, this one 50%, this one 60%. But what if you were to fill up your own heart and you were to learn total respect, total honor, total trust for yourself, and then you shine that light and everybody just fills up their own heart with vitamin L. And then guess what? We're not going to walk around getting hurt. And also, you're not going to disrespect yourself, because I'll tell you something. When I was younger, okay, I moved, and already I felt lonely because I didn't have my friends. And then the only group on my street, they were all smoking, teenagers. And you know what? I wanted to be accepted, and that's where I started smoking. And then I started toking, and then I started doing other drugs. And it's amazing what you will do to get love, because you can't live with it. And we are taught not to create our own love. And that's what causes the family curse. Now I'm going to ask you, who's going to end the family curse? Who's going to teach the family that it's okay and that you have to be selfish enough to know what your needs are? Let me tell you something. You weren't selfish enough to know what your needs are, and you didn't take massive personal action to make sure of that, and now we're all locked in our house. Everything is vibration. Okay, so a viruses aren't there. You can't contaminate anyone with a virus. It's dead. That was made up. I hope you got this. Okay? Well, that's not true, but everybody else is getting sick around me. Well, yeah, most of it's in here. Do you know how often I'm on the phone trying to bring somebody down? Okay? You can create your own sickness, can't you? You can create a baby if you come together with another person, or you can create a tumor all by yourself. You can create a migraine headache. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I have unlimited energy and unlimited resources for creativity, because I love, honor, and respect myself first and foremost before anyone else. And then you ask the rest of my family or anybody around me if I disrespect them. I don't. Because you won't give what you're not. I don't disrespect myself, so I'm not going to do it to anyone else. Okay, if you dishonor yourself, you will dishonor your family and everyone else that loves you, because if they don't give you the love that you thought you needed. And then what happens is, what happens when you feel lonely? Well, you feel lonely because you've never filled up your own heart. And when that person leaves your life or isn't giving you attention that you need, your vibration drops. And that's where all sickness is. You know what? If practitioners today were to look at the human being as a light energy frequency being, and that everything is about emotion, everything is about vibration, and if you don't bring up that vibration, right now, most of your family are crapping their pants still, don't know what the future looks like. I understand that. I understand there's not money coming in, but understand this. there is a sector out there that knows that you are getting depressed. They know that you are squabbling with your loved ones. They know that you are edgy. And you better stay connected to your breath, because the family unit and how you care and look after yourself right now is going to decide actually your future. Do you know how many people, let's put it this way, a year from now, do you know how many people are going to have heart disease, are going to have cancer, have an autoimmune disease, or be in total depression because of this situation, because they didn't master their mind, because they didn't fill up their heart with love? You better start really being quiet in prayer or in meditation, and you need to really start focusing on how to keep yourself and not burn yourself up. You know what, we are taught that when things do not go well for us, that we feel guilty, all right? What about when somebody passes in your life or they get sick? How much do you lower your vibration? Because we have been taught that to show love means that we have to show pain and suffering. Now, I'm not telling you to be cold. There's nothing about that. But if you don't learn how to honor, respect, and protect yourself in this world, you are going to get bashed around. I'm going to tell you something. The elite have taken the whole population, and we're talking about 1% of 1% is actually controlling this whole planet. And you can get it or not, it really doesn't matter. You know, when you get to the point that you know what the truth is, and all you want for people is that they were totally to love themselves, forgive themselves, and honor themselves, and understand that the systems out there are corrupt, and they create the family curse. Tell me that the systems out there aren't trying to get into your house and tear your family apart. My God, if you don't do what the medical system does, they might come and take your kids away. Right? And now they're saying that they're going to force vax everyone. Meanwhile, they're going to rush the vaccinate. They're going to create a vaccination, okay, that's not even tested on animals. They're going to rush it through. They're already testing it on human beings. I guarantee you won't find out that these human beings probably died from this, okay? And they're going to force this on everybody else. We're in this spot because you were taught that loving yourself is very selfish and self-centered. Well, if you're not going to center into yourself, if you're not going to be selfish enough to know what your needs are, then you are always going to be at ease, which means you're a walking disease. Okay? Let me tell you something. If you actually believe in God, if you believe in Jesus Christ, then you know that Jesus Christ was teaching total love. You would know that that which created the whole universe is beyond love, and you would know that mankind has manipulated everything. And I know you're going to throw rocks at me, but understand something. Jesus Christ did not write the Bible. It was manipulated, okay? And it was manipulated severely. And if you actually think that that created the whole universe has ever judged you and said you're a sinner, are you crazy? Who in the heck can come down to this place and not steal, lie, cheat? Good luck with that. You know, as soon as I got down here, my father said I was born a sinner. And I'm going, what the heck are you talking about? Well, yeah, we're all born sinners, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. You know, to come down here and lie, cheat, steal, and lose your spirit, that's the name of this game. But then the game is you're supposed to go and straighten all that up and find it again. It's an adventure. If you actually knew that we were eternal spirits, then you'd know that we want to play every game in the universe. So don't you ever try to give me any guilt, because I've always done my best for the information that I had. I came down here with 2 parents that were adulterated. I went to an adulterated church, and I had adulterated teachers. And you're going to expect me that I'm not going to be a little sinner? Well, guess what? I was. So what? And so was everyone else. But now I'm a winner because I realized this. That was the whole thing, to make you feel guilty about everything you do. And if you make somebody feel guilty, you lower their vibration, you make them sick, and they're taking pharmaceutical drugs. Pretty soon they're going to let someone take a knife to them because they don't even believe that their body can heal because they're unworthy of it. Let's end the family curse. And let's allow everybody in the family to totally fill up their own heart and love themselves. All right? Let's allow our children to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I look great. All right? And if you don't feel great or look great, that's your responsibility. And it is. And you can feel great the day that you decide that it's okay to totally love yourself. All right? So listen, you're going to walk around with a hungry heart until you understand that healthcare and love is a self-serve job. And that's the bottom line, okay? I'll tell you right now, welcome to the game, okay? And if ever you want to find out how to nail it, come and take my whole life coach course, all right? Or even just go on and take my Braveheart course free. Start somewhere. I mean, what are you worth? What are you worth? You're worth everything. God bless.